Hey guys, it's Susan Jones, and this week I wanted to shoot a little video just sharing a little bit about me, kind of a get to know you video. It is January in 2020, and I don't think I've done one of these on my channel. So if you are new here or if you've been following me along for a while, I wanted to answer some questions for you. So let's dive in for a little get to know you 2020. First, I went ahead and I looked online for like typical get to know you questions for people on YouTube or on Instagram or social media, things like that. So I compiled a list of ones that I thought would work. And the first one is, where do you live currently? And where were you kind of born and raised? Which for me is the same, Salem, Massachusetts. I was born and raised here and I absolutely love it. That's why I still live here today, but I have not lived here my entire 32 years of life. I actually took a quick 3-year stint out in Vegas, that's actually where I started my teaching career. So after my husband and I graduated college, we decided what would be more fun than moving to Vegas. So we packed up what little we had and we took our cat in the back seat and we drove cross country from Massachusetts all the way to Las Vegas. We stopped at, I want to say, 5 or 6 different places along the way. We were absolutely 2 poor kids who just graduated college. We were madly in love and we just wanted to start somewhere new and see what it was like to kind of be on our own. My entire family lives within 1 mile of my house, basically, here in Salem, Massachusetts. And that's how I grew up. So we always had people over. It was a revolving door. And that is now mirrored in my life now, which I love and appreciate. But I don't think I would love and appreciate that unless I had moved away for a few years. I kind of had to, I'm the oldest of 4. And so I think by the time I was in college and graduating college, I wanted to move out, be on my own, get away from everybody a little bit. And then now that I have my own kids, I was like, I know where we're going. We're going right back to Salem, Mass. My mom, sister, all my cousins, my other sister, my brother, his wife, everybody is here and they watch football with us on Sundays. They come over, they help out with the boys, and I just love it. Oh, it is sunny. The next question is, what is your favorite drink? And I have a couple different ones, I guess. Just so you know, I'm not driving. I'm sitting in my driveway right now, just to point out. But my favorite drink of all time is probably soda water with lemon. And that is super lame. I totally know that, but I actually don't drink soda for no reason other than I've never liked the taste of it. The only soda I ever liked was Fresca, and I didn't love it. I always thought it was a little too sweet. So I like soda water, either plain or with a splash of lemon. I don't like the flavored soda waters. In terms of an alcoholic beverage, I will take a mimosa all day. But again, mostly champagne and a little bit of orange juice. For another alcoholic drink, I love wheat beers. So any Blue Moon, I like Allagash White, those type of beers are my favorite. But other than that, mostly soda water with a squeeze of lemon. Boring as can be. And my coffee drink order is every single day. It's a really bad habit, but every day from Starbucks, I order the same thing. I get a triple shot of iced espresso. I get it in a grande cup. I think you can pick either like a tall or whatever kind of cup you want, but I get it in a grande cup. It's filled with ice, 3 shots of espresso, and a splash of soy milk. And I've had that every single day for years. Like really years. Maybe about 2 years ago I started that. Before that I was getting an iced caramel macchiato with soy milk every day, and that has a lot of sugar, so I had to cut that out. So I've been kind of answering these questions as the day goes on, just whenever I read a question and just grab my phone. And it is now getting dark, which means it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. Up here in Massachusetts, it gets this dark. It's so sad. But another question that is typically asked is, are you a dog person or a cat person? And at the risk of sounding like a psychopath, I'm neither. I'm not really a pet person. I always loved kids. I always wanted to work with kids. I always wanted to play with kids. I always wanted to talk with kids. And now that I have my own 2 boys, the last thing I want to do is take care of something else. Now, I should state that we actually do have 2 cats, Cody and Jarvis. So I still love them, of course. Do I think we will be taking care of other animals when they pass? I don't think so, but feel free to call me a liar in a couple of years when I have like a little English bulldog or something. But both of our cats, we actually got, Parker and I got them before we were married and had kids, and really they were Parker's cats. I mean, he didn't have them before I met him. I got them, but it was understood that they're Parker's cats. And they're sweet and I pet them, but yeah, I probably sound crazy. All right, what do I like to do for fun? Something I love to do for fun is, let's see, I love to work out. I know that's silly, but I actually really enjoy getting a good sweat, running, weightlifting, whatever. I love to go to the gym. Other things I like to do for fun are work. I know that's so lame, but I love to kind of create TPT products. That's like, I very much enjoy that. So that's always been a hobby that I have kind of kept up with, I think because I love it so much. And I know it's like my job now, but I just think it's fun. Another thing I love to do is go on cruises. We spend most of our money for vacations. So we love to go on vacations with our family or together, and a cruise was what we did for our honeymoon. I was actually totally against it. I wanted nothing to do with going on a cruise. I just thought it would be crowded and filled with germs and cheap, and we went and I loved it and I became obsessed. So we always do Royal Caribbean, and we go on the really big boats, the like Oasis, Harmony. If you're a cruise person, you know what I'm talking about. He's excited. Hi, silly. If you're a cruise person, you know what I'm talking about. And actually we have our big family cruise coming up this April. So we're going on the Anthem of the Seas. We're going to the Bahamas. We love to sail to Bermuda because we can go off the East Coast nice and easy. And it's just an affordable way for all of us to enjoy and have fun. And I love the cruise because, like I said, sometimes we go with our extended family. So everyone can kind of do their own thing and then meet up for dinner. So everybody gets kind of the best of both worlds, or the best of all the worlds, whatever. And now for a couple, rapid fire questions that they had on there at the end. How tall are you? I am 5'6". I'm actually the shortest of my 4 siblings, and I'm actually the shortest one in my whole family. So my dad and brother are both 6'5". My sister and mom are about 5'9.5", 5'10", and my youngest sister is 5'7". So both of my boys, they're still young. They're 5 and 3, but they've always been off the charts in height and weight. So it should be interesting to see how tall they grow. How old am I? I am 32 years old. I was born in 1987. What is my favorite TV show? So this one's hard, but if we're talking about all time, my favorite TV show is The Office. I love it. I've watched it through and through a gajillion times. Michael Scott is hilarious. Jim Halpert is my celebrity crush, and I just love that show. But in terms of what's on right now, my husband actually got me turned on to Succession. It's on HBO, and it is about this super rich family, this father who is self-made, and he's like about to retire, and he has 4 kids, and it's kind of to see who is going to take over the company. It is really, really good. So if you like dramas and it definitely has a little comedic relief, I would check that one out. The last quick question is, what is my favorite sports team? And don't hate me, but it's the New England Patriots. Tom Brady is everything. I actually had no idea that people hated the Patriots, funny story, until I moved to Las Vegas. Obviously growing up here, it's New England. We are not, up here there's not big college atmosphere. And for 32 years of my life, the Patriots have been playing. I used to go to games, and really for the past 20 years, they've been obviously doing pretty well. So we all cheer and love the Patriots every single Sunday that they're on. But when I moved to Vegas, I remember wearing one of my Patriot sweatshirts just out and about, and I got like booed like 3 or 4 times at the casino just walking through, and I had no idea, no clue. And I thought it'd be fitting to end this video with some questions about teaching, because I don't know if you found me straight through this YouTube channel, which I've only started for a year. I've only had it for a year, but I've actually been blogging and teaching teaching beforehand, but blogging since 2011. And if you don't already know this, I taught first grade in Las Vegas and here in Massachusetts for 5 years. I was a first grade teacher, and I was also for another year, a K through 4 literacy coach. I actually started, it was a K through 2 position, and about halfway through the year, actually around this time, I would say, around December, I took over the 3rd and 4th grade literacy coach position as well. So I did K through 4, and it was a lot of fun. I'm sure all teachers have their kind of teacher story about why they wanted to be a teacher. Mine is as simple as it is always something I wanted to do. I grew up, I don't know, maybe because I was the oldest and I was just bossy all the time, but I loved teaching others. I loved kids. It's just something I always envisioned. I loved my first grade teacher, Mrs. Earps was her name. I went to Bentley School here in Salem, and she was my first grade teacher, and I just loved her. She was so warm and just like sweet. I don't have a particular memory that was like, I really want to do this. I just remember feeling just so safe, and she was just so calm. And then I was actually lucky enough to have her again in the 3rd grade for half the year, because I was in public school, and my mom actually moved us over to a different school to go to a Catholic school halfway through my 3rd grade year. So I had her for first grade, and then I had her again for half of 3rd grade, and I just loved her, and I wanted to be just like her. So yeah, I guess ever since I was like 8 or 9, I always wanted to be a teacher. After teaching first grade for 5 years, I had Theo, and then 18 months later had Calvin. So I took that time to stay home, and that was my first time doing TPT full time. I have been doing TPT since 2012, I think my first product was uploaded, but it was only kind of here and there. As the years continued and I started to get better at it and like really, really enjoy it, it started to kind of take off, and that's when I decided that after having Theo, I wanted to try staying home and working from home, so doing TPT at the same time. And then, like I said, I found out I was pregnant 9 months later after Theo was born. So Calvin was born 18 months later, and I thought it was a good decision that I stayed home to be with both of them. And actually, I'm going to go more into detail about TPT because I'm working on a video called The Truth About Being a TPTer. I get quite a few questions about how I create the products, how I come up with ideas, you know, how much does TPT take and how much do I get to take home at the end of it. I just get a lot of questions, so I thought it'd be fun to answer any questions that you had or clear up any misconceptions, and I've been doing it for a long time, so it's kind of evolved into this fun passion/career of mine, so I'd love to answer some of those questions. If you have any, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I've already compiled them, and I'm going to start working on a video for, I don't know, maybe next week or the week after. So I hope you enjoyed this fun little video of getting to know me a little bit better. I wanted to do this more casually and kind of just answer some questions. So in 2020, I'd like to add a little more fun videos to my Sunday spotlights. The spotlights will always be there, so every single Sunday you can count on a content-filled video, but I just wanted to fill out this channel a little bit more and let you know a little bit more about me. As always, hit the like button so I know you like this video, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click the bell. That way you're notified of every new video. See you later. Bye.